Well, good morning, sunshine. I hope that this finds you well and that you are well rested. This is your daily insight on life and love for November 2nd, 2020. Also timeless, so wherever your poultice and time, this could have message for you. If it doesn't, that's cool. It's a general collective reading. Let it fall away. But if in any way, shape, or form you have a question about booking your own personal reading, my email address is in the description, and you can find me on any social platform. So reach out and say hello. Let me know where you are in the world. And last time I talked to you, it was, I think it was the night before Halloween, yeah. You know, I grew up in New England, and I thought it was very common that the entire world call it Cabbage Night, but no, they do not. And I found that out the hard way when I said it to somebody in New York when I first moved to New York years and years ago. So, I want to say Cabbage Night. Some of you refer to it as Mischief Night or Devil's Night, whatever. But that was the last time I spoke to you, and I hope that you had an amazing Halloween, and I hope that this finds you well. And we are kicking this off with regular Rider-Waite. So the beginning base part of the reading is the Emperor. Emperor's got a new groove, and it looks like it's all about balance, baby. Juggling a lot of things in the air at once, but I think that you're able to handle it. It doesn't feel like it's topsy-turvy, that you're about to fall on your face. How dare you? Okay. So, I do feel like you're able to ride the waves right now, but also I feel like there is a massive pivot and change going on. Right now I'm saying pivot like, you know, Ross from Friends, and I pivot. It's time to pivot. You may want to yell at me to shut up at some point, and I would totally respect that. So, look at this. Some sort of manipulation tactic is not working with you. Who and God's green earth is trying to be a manipulative brat in your life? I do see that you're calling it out, and I do see that this is going to be something that very much angers you, but I see that it's cold and callous with you cutting it off. It's like it was its last opportunity, and something about it just clicked into place, and now you're looking at it like you're gone, you're dead to me. This situation, it's kaput. So that is actually a major point in your alignment. And it's going to be a very swift move in your life. This could be anybody. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner. This could be a lifelong friend for all I know. Your unique story is going to be very unique for you. So, again, if you have questions about booking your own personal reading, coronavirus sale, and email address is in the description. This is what we're looking at. But also, I think that it's going to be a breath of fresh air for you to break away from the situation. And I think that it's going to allow you to kind of heal faster. I don't feel like you're going to have a trust issue with anything outside of this. I mean, you know, just aside from general issues that you may have already pre-existing in life. But this, I don't think that it's going to jar you in future connections with anybody. I think that this is a swift cut and dry. Thank you. Try again in another lifetime. Maybe we'll get it right there. Right now, you have a lot of changes that you have to make, but I think that you, again, are more than up to the challenge. I think that this is incredibly empowering for you. I think that it was your call, your voice to cut this free. You made the active choice. That is amazing empowerment for you. So I'm all about it. You know what? Let the Mudvayne song. Let the bodies hit the... Yeah. That's on my workout playlist. So yeah, it's kind of going like that. And you know what? I think that this reading is going to be about empowerment. And I'm actually being pulled to these, the archetype cards. So I used them in the mini reads earlier, and I kept them out because lately I've been feeling in the mini reads, some of them are going to go into the main reading, which is cool. I'm getting that with this. We have the Mother, we have in reverse the Seeker, and we have Networker, and then Dilettante. I'm so proud that I actually remembered to look at the word. It's been almost 2 years. Putting it off, forgetting, just outright laziness on my part. But hey, here we are. Figured it out. Yeah, just before all this happened. It was good. It was good. So, the Mother. Now, yeah, the Mother figure, whatever. This is more about being nurturing and compassionate with your decision making, not feeling any sort of hastiness with it. And I think it's also extending it outwardly. And I do feel like the new information that's coming to the surface, while it's not going to really jeopardize future endeavors with human communication or situations, I do feel like since you have to make a lot of swift changes now, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel and you have that va-va-voom going, I do feel like it's time for you to share that information, share your insights, and not really commit to any one decision right now. This could be beneficial with you having maybe some sort of exterior input or maybe collaboration of stories. But also, I feel like this is going to be what you're putting out, a real freedom of expression. And I don't think that it's an attack on anybody. I think that it's just open, honest communication about whatever this was. And I think that it's something where you feel justified in talking about this, you know, and justified in whatever actions. Of course, I'm not condoning violence or saying it or doing anything illegal. But yeah, this, it seems like, okay, you know what? I want to hear what you got to say about this. What do you got to say about this? Not you. I just caught you in all this. I have nothing I want to hear from you. Let's network. Let's get our juices flowing on this. And then, okay, now that everyone has said their piece, everyone has their cards out on the table, let's go this way, or this way. It's decision making, but not committing to it right now. I like it. So, my dearest, where are we going to take this? I'm going to shuffle these bad boys back into the regular rider. Wait. So, did you go through your kids' candy or did you go through kids' candy? Did you get any good candy? My son tried a Jolly Rancher, and I know it wasn't for the first time, but he was acting like it was for the first time. He's like, oh my God, it's so good. Yeah, it's sugar. I think it was a cherry one. I don't know. It just wasn't watermelon, and thank God. Does anyone actively go out of their way to get a watermelon candy? Is that a thing? Or do they just exist in I don't know. It's like those strawberry cream-filled things that you find at a relative's house. Nobody actually buys them. They just appear like little candy fairies popping up. All right. So what is the reason behind this situation? Which deck do I want to go to? Okay. We're going to go with Wisdom of the Oracle from Colette Baron Reid. Let's see. Higher power, here and now, for the love of God. Stay focused, stay in the minute. I think that it's not an issue with you and your faith, but I think that, I know that this may sound silly. Well, yeah, it's me. What do you want? I think that you're forgetting just how much, even in the most oddest of moments, it's a fated event. So it's not only, taking ownership of your situation, but also giving credit to spirit and to source and trying to see what this could be projecting. And I think that you're getting lost in translation with that. This is telling you to stay in the moment. Yes, this is a fated moment, fated event, spiritually advised, all of that jazz. But you're getting lost in where this could be leading you rather than enjoying maybe not so much enjoying, but participating in the experience. So, what now? Between Worlds. Okay, I can see why you're doing it, because you feel like you have to have some sort of an answer or a solution right now. Nah, you got to be okay with saying, I don't even know anymore. We're going to see where this takes us. You're an active participant in your life, without question, but you kind of got to see where this is going, and I do see that. Okay, kick back and think. This is going right back to the Mother card. Be nurturing and compassionate with yourself, and not so dead set on having a solution right now. Really, it's time to absorb the silence and absorb the fogginess that is your head, and I get it. The thinker, Think about the possible outcomes, but think about how you feel right now in this decision making. Is there a point of dread that you're really just feeling in all of this? Are you teeter-tottering on the idea of, okay, maybe not lack, but of dread? Why? All right, my dearest. That's what we're looking at now. So, Spirit, seems like we're kind of pushing ourselves to have some sort of solution right now, and that's not really vibing. It's not really happening. So, tell me what's up. Acceptance and listen. All right, so learning how to listen. See yourself and others through the eyes of angels with unconditional love and acceptance. Do it. Let's see. In this way, you inspire and lift everybody to their highest potential. Quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in the quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desires' manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Listen. That is so Spirit's polite way of saying, sit down and shut up and hear what I'm trying to tell you for a solid minute. It's easier than you're making it out to be. It's kind of rough around the edges. I know we tend to overcomplicate things, but Spirit's saying, you know what, I'm taking the reins on this one. Yes, you have your divine control and all that, but will you just listen to what I'm trying to tell you? Okay, so I'm being pulled to Ascension Angel cards from Melanie Beckler. What do we have here? Download divine love. Right. Manifestation. Call on your angels. Yeah, I sound like a voice operator. And I've actually used that in a phone conversation, like picking up because I knew it was a fraudulent call. The person just hung up. Like they didn't even know what to do with it. So that was a thing. Fulfillment. All right, so it's telling you start writing. You can do, some of you are going to be doing automatic writing. That I cannot get the swing of yet. I'm going to say yet because I don't know about the future as far as the... I don't know about the future as far as automatic writing. I don't know if I'm that talented for it. Good God. Right. Call upon your angels. So yeah, I do feel like maybe some of you have to give automatic writing a shot. Maybe you have to write down what your thoughts and prayers and manifestation desires are. See how you feel in writing them down. Do you feel forced to write this down? Or do you feel like this is something that's inspiring you to write down? So the fulfillment, write down the things that make you feel good, that you want more of in your life. And if this is something that you feel like you've been conditioned to say that you want, to say that you desire, or even people in your life, pay attention to how you feel when you are writing this out. I know how ridiculous it sounds, but this is kind of what's coming through. So, I want you to know the power of an eraser or an X mark. If something is not in alignment with you about a person or a situation or a desire, you have an ultimate eraser. You have the ability to scratch it out. Don't play games with yourself on this. Keep it as simple as possible. Either it is or it isn't. And if it's caught in the middle grounds of the maybe, weigh out the pros and cons. Get to the bottom of the desire of the pros and cons. What is the energy behind it? Where is it coming from? So call upon your angels. If you are having divine frustration with some sort of divine manifestation, spit it out. Spit it out. Have a throwdown with Spirit. Say everything that's on your mind completely unfiltered. Voice your fears. Voice your anxieties. And you know what? Say it all, because Spirit already knows that it's there. And that's the funniest part. There's nothing that you can say or do that's a shock to them. You before. No, they know it's coming, but they also need your affirmations. They need your voice. And they also need you to voice that, okay, you want this to be intervened with. You need a sign on this. And you can probably hear my dog barking in the background. There's literally nothing going on. Good God. That puppy has been acting out today. I don't know. Maybe he's feeling my anxiety, which I've had terrible anxiety today. So I know I'm not alone in that one. All right, Spirit. So the throwdown with Spirit that you're going to be having so much fun with. Let's see. What do they want to tell you about it? All right, so let's see. This is the Starseed Oracle from Rebecca Campbell and Danielle Noel. Danielle Noel, I think she did the artistry on these cards, which is, she's just magnificent. So there's a feeling of feeling lost in here, homesick, like you're not home. Yeah, I get it. These chaotic times, you want to click your heels 3 times and be back in Kansas. I got it. Things are about to get really interesting. There's not going to be this, this stagnance and this longing for some sort of familiarity after a while. I know that you have this desire right now with everything that just came to the surface that you're processing, that you're working through, or all this chaos that's in your life. And I know that you want that safety and reassurance of a home, maybe that's far away. Life is about to get very interesting for you, and it's not time yet. Things are being woven together. That's also telling you why it's so important to have a pause right now, and also why it's time for having an automatic writing. Then we have big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, and inspiring ideas. You're calling it in, you're literally calling it all in right now. Your words, your affirmations, your writings, all of that is almost to the point of being literal for recreating your world. It's a huge, massive manifestation time. We just had the blue moon, the blue full moon in Taurus on Halloween night, where the veil between, our energy and the spirit's energy is at its thinnest. A lot of spiritual and astrological events took place on Halloween night. Now we're on the other side of it. It feels like it's as different as night and day. And it feels like your words have so much more potent energy to them. Your desires, your fears, all of that. There's so much energy in the words. Your why behind the words. That's why it's so important if something has you bogged down, get to the crevice of it. There's a lot of little blips of either some sort of funky energy, maybe even trauma, that's coming up through this, that's backing up the why, but it's not functional for where you're going to be going with the manifestation outcome. So getting to the bottom of it and processing it actually takes all of that weight off of the manifestation and lets it actually be something that's pure and authentic. Any sort of old coping tools that you had utilized that aren't suiting you now, those are simply discarded. And I also see that you are rethinking the big picture. This is, again, bringing up the pivot thing that we had at the beginning of the reading, which, I was, pretty much quoting Friends. It's time for a major direction change. It's going to happen fast. It's almost there. It's happening right now. This is the calm before that tumultuous storm that is clearing the way for you to walk through. I don't want you to avoid the storm. There is no avoiding a storm that is all around you. You can't even hide underneath a rock from it. And I wouldn't want you to, because it's not necessarily a bad storm. You're not going to get struck by lightning with it. You're not going to have something slap you with it. It's simply to clear all of that gunk out of the way so you can walk on rejuvenated, fresh, foundational ground that you can really have a play date in creating with. So I hope that that made sense. And if you stay on this particular path, the potential outcome, let's see, I'm going to shuffle these. Only because, I don't know, felt the urge. Yeah, too many. Shedding the old, being the magician. Then we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Not on guard about anything. Learning how to lead with, I don't even want to say feelings because that seems so wrong. It's not feelings as if, you know, hey, I want a Sunday. It's more like, okay, something really seems off. I don't want to go down there. I can't fully explain it right now, but it's making me sick to my stomach. It's that paying attention to how you feel at the most primal way, energy. So this is saying that you're shedding the old, you're getting more confidence, you're going to let whatever come your way, you're going to learn to feel it out. And that's going to be a major way for you to avoid many disasters in your life. And also getting over any sort of fear of rejection and isolation in your life. If it's not for you, you're just not going to sweat it anymore. This is what we are finishing this reading off with. And it seems like a no BS empowerment. I like it. So I hope that this finds you well. I hope that you have an amazing start to your day. And I hope you know that you're very loved and appreciated. So, my dearest, until next time, I hope that you stay safe, have fun, and you pivot. I'll talk to you all soon. Have a great one. Bye, loves.